give it to me.
For real, the funniest thing was Dustin's like, Kite's a really good guy. I like him. He's texting me while watching it. He's a really good guy. I like him. And I was like, yeah, he is a good guy. He's like, does this mean he dies? And watches the next episode where Kite gets like snatched up and he's like, I fucking hate you.
Yeah, I fucking hate this. This is terrible. Yeah, he was like, I really like his character a lot. I did.
You just met him, bro.
Yeah, and I like him.
What came first?
Yeah, good question. I want to say it was the anime, but it was like there was a very short time between like the first games and the anime. I think they probably did the games with the intention of an anime or vice versa.
You can just say you don't know.
Just say I don't know. I just know both are old. OG dot hacks are like early PS1 games.
I only know what that is because when you search in like numbered order, it's like the first anime that would come up on Kiss Anime. So if you were gonna start your anime adventure and you were doing it in alphabetical order, you would start at dot hack. With Dusty.
That's what Dustin did. He's like, I like anime. Which one should I pick? This one's first.
I'm gonna start from top to bottom.
I don't even trust anyone whose first anime they seen wasn't Pokemon.
Oh,
But do you
yeah,
even
I
know
guess-
Pokemon's an anime at that age? Like,
Listen,
I didn't.
I'm also assuming
no
you've seen
idea.
Pokemon at a young
Bro,
age.
Steven
You're a
told
grown
me-
man, like, I just saw this.
Facts. Steven told me for the longest time he was convinced Michael Jackson sings the opening for Pokemon.
Bruh.
And I was like, no, he doesn't. He was like, what do you mean? It sounds just like him. And I like actually like low-key believed it for a little bit. And then I looked it up and was like, okay, I'm not crazy. It's definitely not Michael Jackson. But when you actually listen back to it, like,
I've heard that rumor a lot,
he
too.
got some Thriller in his voice. I'm not gonna lie
That's
to
a
you.
Thriller. He's really singing it.
Yeah, but dude, Chimera Ant arc, like you want to say that it's dark when it gets to York New City. I feel like that's just that's a understatement because everything from York New City just gets completely just washed away by the darkness in this arc.
This one, dark. This is dark.
Yeah, this one will really test your stomach.
Yeah, so far it's just been like, it's just been brutal. Like in this first arc, they've already killed off. I wouldn't call them main characters, but it's definitely like established characters that we knew, and they're just dead.
Mm-hmm.
Such as?
I can't fucking
Are they even characters, then?
Damn,
remember. They are to me because I just have a bad memory when it comes to names.
that's messed up. You're talking about Pockle and what's the girl's name? I forget the girl's name. Ponzu?
Yeah, Ponzu.
Ponzu,
Yeah,
Ponzu
Ponzu.
and
Pockle.
Paco. I actually liked him a lot. I liked his Nen ability a lot. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paco looks like the dude from Dragon Quest. You know?
Yo, he does. He really does. You would fit right in.
Dragon Quest is the one thing I never like played, read, or watched. I've only ever like seen images for Dragon Quest. Consumed any.
Good. Try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's alright.
He's like,
It's alright. Just an adventure, you know.
It's an adventure anime.
Yeah.
It's most.
It's a game for.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a game, and then the game got good, so they were like, "People like this. Let me put this out there."
I actually remember the game. I think my brother played the game for a little bit. I watched and I was sucks because like turn-based combat. So I'm like, I don't want to play this.
Plays Pokemon.
No, I didn't play Pokemon either.
Oh.
hey, man, Dragon Quest has a very special place in my Steam wish list. Just never gets bought. Yeah.
Yeah. I liked the politics behind this arc, by the way. I forgot that wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, the more world building, really.
Yeah, talking about like these essentially like eco like activist weirdos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What they go under. There's a whole cult of we don't like any technology or anything. And at first it sounds like, oh, okay, these are just gonna be like super hippies. Oh, and if you have any
Super hippies.
and if you have any of these technologies on you, you'll be executed. Like, okay.
Some Amish witchcraft type of deal.
Yeah, Amish terrorists.
I don't know about terrorists.
Yeah, I guess they don't really Well, no, they do go out.
They're not like searching like, oh, you got a phone?
So
You're getting executed.
you're done.
basically North Korea.
Shit.
North Korea. Yeah. I mean, they even have the underworld mob that doesn't abide by the rules that they set
Mhm.
out for this fake country they made. So,
Yeah. And you can't get in without being followed around.
Yeah, oh no, they're just translators.
Yeah, man.
bro,
They're just translators.
what you're talking about.
That's right out of the North Korea handbook.
do, you think, do
NGL.
you think they got a fake city too?
The whole fake organization, bro. They're just trafficking guns.
They
like
got drugs. They got drugs too. What is it called? D2? Yeah, D2. It's like D squared.
Mm-hmm. They do end up pointing out, though, at least Kite does, that it's like mostly the people that live there probably think it really is just like a nature place. It's only really the people in the underground scene that run the country that are in on like the smuggling and stuff.
Yeah, there was something like I think it was like there's like a lot of people actually living in this little country, and it was only like 2 something. I don't know if it's like 2% or like 2 million. But there are the ones that are like actual members of the party, and everyone else is just volunteers. I don't know what that would mean. I imagine the volunteers are the ones that have no idea about the underworld, and the people that are actually in the party that are probably participating in the
like
Yeah.
a veal. They're just trying to hide behind the
Veil.
Yeah, same thing.
That's meat.
Moving on. I forget what I was saying now, honestly.
About the underworld, how there's the guys that are doing the face of it, veil of it, and then there's the ones that are like, I have no idea what's happening. I just want to live with my potato rucksack dress and farming and whatnot.
Yeah, I feel like that was the majority of those people have no idea. They're just keeping to themselves and farming some potatoes or whatever the heck they grow there.
There's a bunch of Irishmen
They
living
ain't
there.
growing it no mo.
There's a bunch of Irishmen living.
Yeah. That I really did like that though. It's just like another corner of the world. It's just like a little tiny island, but it plays so much significance because when you really start to learn about the rapid production of the Chimera ant or the Chimera ants, like you really start to learn how dangerous that is to everyone, even though it's in this secluded place. Because the breakdown of that was just crazy. It's like they'll just keep on eating people and making the queen stronger until she births a king, and then the king is just gonna go find someone and make a new queen, and it's just gonna keep on repeating the process and cause this like mass explosion of population, and basically they just run the world from that. So I just like the urgency that they have on like we gotta shut this shit down fast before it gets out of hand.
Yeah.
Hear me out.
Up.
That's how humanity started.
It's
Just
true.
one alien human came and started eating all the animals and started just
I mean,
overpopulating. They just kept creating, and they're like, "What's going on?" And then they just overtook everything.
it's possible. Why do we
Very.
have webbed feet, bro? And webbed hand. We got little webbings. Because some point Chimera ant generation number like 42 ate a frog. And we kept the webbed hands.
Are you saying evolution is real?
Evolution is absolute.
All right, you're going a little far with that, buddy.
What do you mean?
It's absolutely real.
Absolutely real.
So
yeah.
you've seen a fish evolve into a man.
Oh, are we really about to have this?
I'm here for this conversation. If you want to take it this
We're
way.
about to have an evolution argument right now.
The only evolution I know is in WWE.
Right, big facts. Randy Orton, Ric Flair,
Batista,
Batista,
Triple H.
Triple H.
Mm.
Man, but Triple H couldn't see Randy Orton be great, man.
Randy Orton was just Triple H's hitman, though. Let's be real. Let's be real.
Oh, that shit was great.
Just like going in Kilo or Kite's hitman. You kill those ants. Look at this one. Okay.
I love K. I love how we got introduced. I thought that shit was the first thing this man does is shoot.
You first thought at first you were convinced this was gonna be Jing. How did you
Well-
feel about that reveal?
Well, I wasn't really sure who it was gonna be. I mean, like, the silhouette was definitely like Shang, but there's like something I'm like, dude, I don't. I felt like it was too easy for it to be Jing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you can't really say going through the entire Greed Island game is easy.
It would have been Jin, though, if Gon didn't use a company.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Chris? Like, I thought that was kind of crazy because, like, Jing considered it like weird, or like kind of weak and
Yeah,
like
weak.
gutless if Gon took his friend to go meet him. But then like Jing has all these people that he's setting up for Gon to meet, and that's basically his friends.
He literally
that's
called him on one.
hypocritical.
If that wimp brings his friends, I don't want to meet him then.
Right. So like, what you think about like why do you think Jing's motivation for that was?
Jing is a cheeky bastard. That's just number one. He just likes to get like fool people, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
he likes to not be found.
The prankster.
Yeah, and like Kite was basically saying, like, you gotta find him. Like, he was like, Jim wouldn't train me. I had to find him.
Yeah.
So Gon had to find him, and basically that's something you have to do yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So if Gon wanted to see him himself, then he was like, come one, come all. Well, not come all, I guess, but
I think this is just the story of a dude who has really severe social anxiety, but is also really skilled at what he does. Because I like the one that the I didn't want to say tutorial bot, but the tutorial one of the tutorial chicks he was talking to, like in the flashback, saying like, if he uses a company, then no. If he uses magnetic force, then he will come to me. And she was just like, I just don't think you want to meet his friend. I just think you're nervous. He's like, shut up, shut up. So yeah, I think he just has like severe social anxiety, which is completely opposite to how how Gon runs his entire life. That man doesn't have a drop of anxiety.
well,
in his body.
do we even know Jing at all though?
Oh, we're getting like tidbits, like from the flashbacks at least. That's the impression I'm getting right now. I think that he just doesn't want to be.
I feel like he has a reason, but he's too stubborn to be like, this is my reason. She's like, why would you do that? He's like, I just want to do it. Just let me do it.
Just quit asking all these questions.
Look, woman, be quiet.
Now we're getting into
No, Jing
misogyny.
said.
Hey?
What you mean Jing said that? I didn't say that. That was Jing. His words, bro.
Nervous laughter.
It was.
No.
More nervous laughter.
But when they arrive on you said that the first thing he did was shoot at kids and he blasted all of the little Chimera ants. Isn't
Yeah.
it crazy how little they were from the beginning and like in just like a span of 10 episodes, like they just got so OP. Like this has only been about like a month.
Dude, the hype build up on this arc was absolutely insane. Even the narrator was like talking about it. He goes, and Gon and his friends don't about the burp. They don't know about the what do they call it, like the
Excuse you, bro.
I ain't excusing for no one. I'm my own man. But it was like the narrator was like talking about like this rising like evil, this building evil. I didn't expect that building evil to be like 5 episodes of build up for this Chimera Ant Queen just like sitting over a fucking river and eating a bunch of fish and bats and shit.
Yeah, she's not like she
You
looks
think-
just like an ant, like a
you
big
think-
ant.
Oh, I just want to say I hate. It bothers me. When I like not like hate, like I don't think anime should do this. It creeps me out. It creeps me the fuck out when animals have human teeth. It creeps me the fuck out.
That's
But they're a Chimera.
Yeah,
Their thing is they're like part.
I know. I'm just saying it creeps me out. I'm not saying they're wrong for it. It just creeps me the hell out. There's a champion in the league called Ziggs. He's this little this little furry creature, and he had this. I think he has like he must have like 60 or 70 teeth or something like that. He's got this big ass grin, and they're all human teeth, and it creeps me the fuck out. Creeps me the fuck out. I hate it. I don't like it. It's like I don't like horse teeth either. Horse teeth freak me out too.
some crazy
This is
fears
not like
you
teeth?
have.
Huh?
Is it like a teeth feed?
No, I just like I guess I don't like animals having just like
Teeth.
straight square teeth. I'm used to them having like bangs or like just like something else.
Hmm.
Like if they had sharp teeth, I
So
would be
they
less
drew
scared of it. But now that they have human teeth,
If
I'm
they
more
drew the-
scared of it.
If you drew the teeth as a triangle instead of a square, that's okay.
Yeah, and pretty much.
Now this horse could rip my flesh off. Now I'm way less scared.
Look, man, I didn't say it was a logical fear. It's an irrational fear.
Yeah. That's like, it sounds more like a pet peeve than like a fear. It's like those people that hate like the sound of chewing. Like there's actually mods in Skyrim that remove the chewing sounds.
Yeah, I don't
And
like.
I'm like, you guys are too much.
Dude, I mean, when I can hear it's only when I hear other people chew. When someone's like chomping down, even though their mouth is closed, and I can hear them like eating and swallowing, I'm like, ugh. I need
By
to
all
eat in another
means, rip a
room.
mean ass burp towards Chris, but like, oh man, don't chew around me.
Don't chew around me.
That's too much. He's just loading up for a second one. Look at him. Not even ashamed. Look at this man.
Excuse me.
Now his mic stink.
We'll swap the mocks out. The mocks out.
When they were pushing into the or actually one thing that like really was kind of funny though is how all of this kind of seems like it was Jing's plan. Like he just wanted this to work out this way. Like I feel like even though he provided like the shortcut to kind of get to him if he used magnetic force, I'm kind of glad that he took Killua with him so that way he met Kite, because I feel like Kite plays like a unique role in his development too.
Mhm.
I
Sure.
feel like he's needed.
I mean that was that's the only student we know of Jing right now. I don't think they were introduced to any other students. Like, everyone else was just like friends, but this was like an actual like student.
I would say Razor's his student.
You think so?
Yeah, because I mean, he really didn't teach Kite anything either. Look for me.
Yeah, fact.
Kite got strong by trying to find him.
I mean, does Jing taught anyone?
Jing didn't teach. I think Kite thinks he's Jing's student, but like Jing's probably doesn't think that.
Yeah.
Like, cause when they were talking around the campfire, and I thought this was actually kind of hilarious, honestly. He was like, I'm really his student, but I don't know if I really have the title, because it would be kind of I think he just runs away from things that would be a hassle to him, and then like it like pans towards Gon, like awkward silence. But that shit was kind of crazy.
You said you're pregnant?
Yeah.
Oh, bye.
Have a beautiful time.
Have a beautiful time.
Do you think we ever learn who Gon's mom?
Probably not. Just grill this man without like awkward silence. You hope she's hot.
I stand by what I said.
You hope she's hot.
Would her
Gon-
ability be?
Would she even have abilities?
Everyone.
Yeah, but did she train herself? I don't think she would have trained herself. I'd be kind of sick though if she was like this battle mom sort of deal.
Facts.
What if Jin just like hatched himself?
If he what?
His ability is like King Piccolo. He just spits out an egg.
So you're saying
He doesn't have a mom.
you're saying like
Yeah.
his ability is to lay eggs?
Yeah, his ability is to asexually reproduce.
What a power that would be.
It's OP because he's technically immortal because he could just keep birthing new hens.
Oh man.
Guys are laughing, but this is a formidable ability.
Yeah. I mean, it's Orochimaru's ability, basically.
Exactly.
This man just called out Orochimaru's ability.
Jing's power is that he just can birth himself again. I love that.
The freaking... I like how Kite always complains about his power, and Killua and Gon are just like, why would you pick this power then?
Yeah. Maybe that was like one of the conditions. Man.
I'm sure. I mean, he really... I could see him needing to have a lot of conditions on it, because you have 9 different weapons, all with different ranges. Like the scythe is amazing for having a close range battle with a lot of people, and then like one of the roles is a gun, which could take people out from a distance. So like,
yeah, that's number 4.
if your ability is gonna have that much range, I feel like you need to put a counter on it. So like the fact that he can't choose which one he uses at a certain time is a really strong counter, but like I think it's a dumb ability in my opinion.
I like it.
It's Dustin's ability. Luck of the draw. Let me
of the
roll this
draw.
number. If I get a 1, it's like Mr. Game & Watch from Smash, bro. You trying to
Yeah.
get that 9? He's just trying to get that 9. Kite's out here trying to get that 9. He got a 4. He's like, bad roll.
Life is about just trying to get that 9.
I wonder if Kite's like number 1 weapon slot is that he just disappears, or like a little brass knuckles. Like, all right, that's it. That's all he's got.
I want to see what a 9 is though, because just with my knowledge, like I know how powerful Nen could be. So like if 9 is probably like
His best
his
weapon.
trump card, yeah.
Is 1 out of 9 chance of getting that. Bro, it's just the nuke bomb from Call of Duty Zombies. It just puts the power up. Just
And Nuka Cola pops the top.
Pop.
Knowing anime, it's gonna be something really small and seems like it's not powerful at all, and then it just absolutely riggedy like giga wreck.
I must have like had a really bad gambling problem in the past.
Probably. Oh, I just realized in his power, he said that he can swap when he has the weapon out, that's when he can like take the weapon out and he can actually replace it.
He has to use it first.
Yeah, he has to use it first, but then he can replace it. So I wonder like how many sets and variations that Kite's gone through with his power, like how many different weapons.
You think he just like quick draws new weapons? Like he gets a 4, boom, and then he just pulls the scythe out. Like
that would be sick, dude. That scythe is awesome, by the way. I love that scythe. The Grim Reaper's waltz.
The only thing that sucks about that is you could kind of time it, like how long it takes for the dice to roll, like how long it's gonna take for him to get a new weapon or use the power, because he literally has to do the whole, like with the scythe, he did like the twirl and it created like that whirlwind and stuff. Like that shit takes time and he has to do it. Like no, even if it's not like relevant for the fight he's in, like he could be in midair, nowhere near someone, and want to shoot them, and then be like, I'm rolling for it, and get the scythe, and he has to use that before he could even touch the gun. Maybe he might even get the scythe again. Like, it's just a hard ability, but I think he makes up for it because, like, at least in my opinion, he looks like he can fight. Like when he's fighting the Minotaur, basically, he literally just made it fall.
Yeah,
like with no effort.
Yeah, since we're talking about that scene, bro, I love Killua in that like fucking fight club in the middle of the forest type shit. Guy walks up, I'm 10 times stronger than that guy. Killua just whoops his fucking ass. Is there anyone 10 times stronger than this guy? I'm like, that's my boy.
That shit was like mad weak though.
What?
That dude, I thought.
Oh, the
Like-
one with
like
the
Killua
tough
thought?
skin? Yeah.
Ain't no way. There's no way that he was stronger than the one Gon fought.
The armadillo guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was absolutely dumb. I do like that. How is he gonna dodge it? You can't dodge my attack. It's in my tail. I'm just not gonna dodge it.
Right.
All
He went
right.
full Gohan on him. I ain't dodging. I'll stand right here.
That was the most brutal way Gon's taking someone out. By the way, he literally crushed this man in his own skin. That's disgustingly like you know how terrifying that's gotta be.
literally every bug you step on.
Yeah. But now imagine that that bug is also an armadillo and larger than you, like 3 times larger than you.
Me or him?
What?
Me or it's him. He
Me or
gonna
it's
kill
him.
me or I'm gonna kill him.
I feel like God just picked a brutal way of knocking him out. Just and it felt a little uncharacteristic, I guess.
He
You
didn't
do
want
the-
to. That
Well-
dude talked the utmost trash. Sometimes you just gotta let it go.
That's all these bugs do. Is just talk mad shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was really hoping that that we were gonna have something with forgot her name again. That guy eaten after shot in the fuck.
Or Ponzu. Yeah.
Banzu, yeah. And she can do like stuff with like her beat and whatnot. I was hoping like maybe somehow like with maybe like the lesser grunt she might be able to like fuck with them or something like that.
My thing is the
Apparently
bugs.
not.
The bugs literally grab straps. We're like abilities, bullets.
Bullets, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was like 3 episodes. We were watching that one Chimera like grunt or captain or whatever just walk around the forest, blah, 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 just blapping people. Just like 3 episodes.
American sniper.
American sniper. Goddamn. But I really we were talking about earlier about the Chimera ants, like what I can't remember the name, what they do. There's like a scientific name for them, like eating stuff and growing it straight. It's some dumb, really hella long name, but I think that's a really terrifying ability. Like you were touching on that earlier, Tom. That shit is terrifying. And I guess I wonder if there's been other like things in the past of Chimera ants eating humans before. It sounds like there has been. Guys, it seemed like it was a warning, like, oh, God forbid a Chimera ant eats a human or something.
It was weird to me because while watching it, I felt like they were like also trying to figure out the capability of these ants because it seemed like it was something they never seen. So they were
Yeah.
like, how far could they go? Like they kind of wanted to
Yeah.
see how strong they could get.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm confused about. Like, this is something like they known about, right? They
Mhm.
know about that Chimera.
I don't think we've known where the very first one came from. Like when they teleported the kite, like where even was that?
Right.
Yeah, true. We really don't. Yeah,
These
I have
dudes had no
idea.
way back either. They just went there and we're here now. Could you show us the way back though?
I would really say that's kind of like the whole theme of the arc. Like it's kind of it explains the evolution of series of different species. Like the humans, like it shows humans can keep growing, but also now these beasts, and it foreshadowed that in the beginning because the very first thing that Kite shows Gon and Killua is like the wolves. I think they were wolves, I forget, and they were using fire. And I really
Oh,
liked that scene because
the camp
that
wolves,
was
I
the
think.
very first step for humans, like 70,000 BC, is they learned how to use fire, and that was the first like real game-changing tool. And so like they showed that in the beginning and was like, look, it's not just humans that overgo sorts of evolution, other species do it too. And then they show you the like the chimera ants, which is like almost like a ubermensch of a freaking species. They just everything they eat, they just grow, they absorb it and then grow stronger and stronger at a rapid pace. And really the only animal that has ever done that in real life is people. So it's just like it's almost like watching the evolution of people, but like to animals in some sort of way.
What's crazy that there actually is a real world animal that does utilize fire, but doesn't do it for like cooking like the tiger did in these birds. And like it was the same premise when lightning strikes and there's like a lit branch. A bunch of these birds will actually pick up like lit branches
Mm-hmm.
and they'll scare like animals and like round them up and then kill them.
Yeah.
They use fire to lure
Corral them.
animal, corral them, yeah, to like herd them
Mhm.
into a spot. That's crazy. That's terrifying. Imagine being an animal and you just look up and you just see just this fire whirlwind of birds with sticks on fire.
And like the birds, even the birds in Hunter x Hunter are more savage. Like cheek monsters aside, did you see the sparrow that drops its prey on sharp branches and impales them?
Oh,
Yeah.
morning sacrifices.
Yeah, dude, that was crazy.
Yep,
I
that is
totally
also
forgot
a
about
real
that.
thing.
And then Rama did it to the horses. That was kind of hardcore.
Dude, that was brutal.
I like how he approaches like Kite, Gon, and Killua as if they were about to try and eat him. He's
Yeah.
like, "That's mine." It's
Yeah.
like, you got it, bro. Like, you got it. I don't want it.
Oh yeah, this is also where we get to actually. That was the fight where got to see Killua's like Atsu for the first time. It was a little lackluster. Yeah, Thunderbolt. It's literally what it was. It reminded me of exactly of in fucking in Pokemon or Smash with Pikachu's Thunderbolt. He just like stands above them and just.
Mhm. Yeah, and he was just spitballing that. He was like, I don't know if this is really gonna work, but let's try.
Yeah.
Now's the only really time to try it. And
Yeah, they kind of like did themselves a little dirty because like when Ramu got taken away by Bolt,
mhm.
they're like Artex did nothing to him. Smash cut their Ramu back at time. It hurts. It hurts.
They low-key awakened his.
Yeah, it was. I bet you that was the first time. Even though we don't know how long the Chimera ants have been around because they have so much information, that was probably the first time that like the Chimera ants been able to end though.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah, that's insane. That's insane.
Anything that the humans can do, they can do too.
But I think he developed it like off pure hatred. Cause he was like, they beat me. Oh, he was probably mad for days.
It
And it
reminds.
stewed in his heart, in his soul.
Yeah, it reminded me of like Gon and Killua got their like advanced course on getting Nen powers. And he just kind of just like hands on them.
Yeah, that's sort of what it
Ooh.
was like.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty much what happened. To
Forced him into shock.
Yeah, yeah.
Remy got the best job in the world out of that. Like, he's an
Oh.
aggressive guy, and then his job is literally just punch people in the face.
Alright, so here's the rest of the hive. Just beat the shit out of all of them. If they die, they die. If they live, they get Nen. All right, easy enough.
Yeah. Dude, I feel like you got to take the risk.
Yeah.
Go ahead, give it to me.
For real, the funniest thing was Dustin's like, Kite's a really good guy. I like him. He's texting me while watching it. He's a really good guy. I like him. And I was like, yeah, he is a good guy. He's like, does this mean he dies? And then he literally watches the next episode where Kite gets like snatched up and he's like, I fucking hate you.
Yeah, I fucking hate this. This is terrible. Yeah, he was like, what about? I really like his character a lot. I did.
You just met him, bro.
Yeah, and I like him. Suck a dick, Chris. I don't know. You just gotta. I just like his personality. He's not over eccentric.
What are you
Kinda
gonna
got
fuck
that-
him on the first date now?
Maybe. He's got that kind of like yada yada.
How do you know Kite's a guy?
True. Anime, anything is
Dustin's,
possible.
Dustin's like, wait, he's not a guy? Oh, the...
Yo, the only thing that I take issue with Kite, there's only one thing, and it's that he looks like he's drawn like he should be in Hey Arnold.
Hold up. Did Kurapika dress up as Kite in the York New City arc when he kidnapped Crollo?
Oh,
Was
we
he
had
dressed as
wigs
Kite,
on?
bro? Hold on, was he dressed as Kite?
The flat cap, the long hair. All right, put some sunglasses on Kite. We'll get this figured out.
I feel like he low-key looks like...
I think this Kite just.
I
looked
kind of
like a
want to look
woman.
it up. Hold up.
I think it was funny when we did a flashback of Kite when Kite really first met Gon when he saved his life when he was a kid with the owl bears. Excuse me. He also had like the same amount of long hair, and then same when Kite was just a kid. I'm like convinced that Kite was born with like 3 feet long.
You think he just always had long hair?
Yeah, I don't know. That's just something I noticed like in all the flashbacks. They did not change the length of his hair at all.
Oh yeah, he looked exactly the same age. I thought.
Yeah.
Like, he looked
Tell
exactly.
me this not Kite.
He was just a shorter Kite. Damn, I gotta put it up to the camera.
That's Kurapika costume. It looked like Kite. You can't really see it, man. We try.
Kite's typecasted now. Anyone with long gray hair.
That's crazy.
Kind of annoyed that they made him use his gun twice. I was kind of like, it was kind of cool that we saw his gun the first time, and then we saw his gun again. Actually, I think he used it like 3 times, actually.
But I mean, his ability is just luck of the roll. He just
I know, bro.
rolls
It's
it.
not
know.
like he wanted to use it.
Yeah, but it's also like the writers could at least given me like 3 out of the 9 weapons, and not just 4 out of the 9 weapons, and not just 2. Actually, we didn't even see what when he was fighting against. Oh my gosh, I can't. I hate how they name these queen guards because I can't pronounce them for the life of me.
Oh, Pito? The cat?
Yeah,
It's Pito.
Pito. Yeah, that's not her like full name, but I think that's the nickname.
Her name's like
gave her.
Neferpito, but they just call her Pito.
Pito. He just comes up with this little like sun wand mace thing, and we have no idea what it does. No idea. It just zing! It doesn't even say bad roll or good roll.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like he's gonna say bad roll every time.
Fair.
Like, it doesn't even matter what he gets. If I was the clown, I'd be like, yo, you need to stop talking shit. You the one that made me.
I do feel like he low-key trolls the clown.
That was another question I had about, like, I never really thought about it, but it's kind of crazy how some of these nem powers are like for example, Bisky's, she like summons a human, and then like Kite's ability basically has a personality too. Kind of crazy how like you can conjure things, and then they have their own unique mind. That's kind
Yeah.
of wild.
Conjure imaginary friends, bro.
They're just lonely people.
Another thing is, like, what do you think Kite is?
What do you mean?
His,
Oh,
like, his category, like,
Conjurer.
conjurer?
Yeah, he conjures the. I don't know what to call it. Crazy slots.
Yes,
Crazy.
that's what it is.
That's how he sounds to me when he's shuffling.
I think he's literally called crazy slots.
It
It's
is.
just a slot machine.
Yeah,
I think he's a specialist.
I just think they need to explain why it has a conscious mind.
I think he's a specialist, and each of his 1 through 9 are one of the things.
Oh wow, that's
It could be,
could
yeah.
be.
Because he got the scythe, which would be, I guess, enhancer. It's an enhanced scythe, I guess. And then he got the gun, which is an emitter ability, so he can shoot.
The wand could be something else.
Yeah, we don't really know what that does.
It could be literally anything. It could be a bad roll and he just whacks people with it. Maybe he can make stuff out of it.
Maybe it heals like Kurapika's thumb.
Or Kite's arm.
No, I was saying like his thumb. Kurapika's thumb was the ability to
Yeah,
heal.
no, I'm joking.
And then we gotta leave it up to Cat Girl to heal Kite / zombify / puppet him. That pissed me.
You think that's the strat?
That's what it showed. A little. Well, it showed a little bit. It might have been just like some like artistic leeway. But yeah, you see Kite in giant ass ice cube, which I guess that was the way they wanted to hold him.
First of all, whose ability is to make giant ice cubes?
that is a good point.
That sounds like a boss ability. It's basically like Todoroki. He can control ice. But like, I've never seen any Chimera ant with that ability.
It had to be the penguin. I would assume it's the penguin. I would assume it's the penguin.
Yo, that makes total sense. I'm sure the penguin survived the Nunchuck or whatever.
Penguin was kind of old.
Yeah, but
Nunchuck.
the Nunchuck. The fist of Ramu.
Ramu.
But yeah, no, you see him like he's fighting like a bunch of grunts, but it looks like there's like strings on him, and he's like.
You think he was training the ants? He was like their training dummy.
Yeah.
He's like, get combat skill, and Kite's like.
It's that. That was so good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
I liked when they fought the two poison people. And that's when Kite was fighting the Minotaur dude.
Oh, in the NGL lair?
Yeah.
Wait, NGL?
Yeah, it is NGL.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Gon used scissors for the first time, and
Yes.
scissors is.
That was-
I thought it was so cool because like scissors is basically a sword.
Yeah.
It's
It's
so
just a
cool.
sword. I love it.
So cool. And
here's my lightsaber.
Killua, like it's weird because both of them let their guard down in the fight, and but Killua lets his guard down and gets stung by a poison needle. What if it wasn't something he was immune to? Like,
Yeah.
did Killua just get lucky? Is that like an ass pull?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I think he just got plot armored pretty hard. I'm immune to all poisons. So even ones that you've never encountered before. Yes. Oh, okay.
That's what I like about this. Every second in this arc matters. Like every split second is important because when they let their guard down there, and even in the beginning, like when the Minotaur stomps out the dude, and Gon goes like that, and Kite tells him you can't look away because if they shoot a projectile at you, then you're not gonna be able to see it coming. And I liked that detail because when they fought Ramit, as soon as he was like, those are mine, and pointed at the horses, you could see Gon and Killua both looked back to look at the horses, and Kite didn't look back. He just kept staring at the opponent. And literally, as soon as Gon and Killua were looking like that is when Ramit jumped at them. So, like, I mean, he didn't even kill them. He, like, punched them. I thought it was stupid. Like, he should have tried to wreck them for looking away. And Kite was just like, I'm out of here, like Gon's dad. And so he didn't even care, I guess, if they would have got clapped. But
he was on that bloodlust high. That's why he didn't feel like killing them. I mean, he was a pretty cruel. He's a cruel character. He really enjoys like torturing and whatnot and eating.
yeah.
That's also been another huge thing in this arc is all the hive like captains getting personalities of their own and showing independence. I love that detail. I love how it's happening and that there's like members like Colt and whatnot like this is too much. Like this should not be happening. Independence is not good and whatnot. It's not good for the hive. I like how they're actually showing this internal struggle within the hive. It's another one of those things. Colt's another one of those characters from Hunter x Hunter that is in a bad group, but he's so likable.
Yeah.
Even though without pretty much a hesitation, I don't think. Well, maybe he might be able to get like talk no jutsu'd, but it would be really difficult. It'd be really difficult for Colt because he's like
What, to turn on the queen?
either turn on the queen or at least like
Just abandon the ideal of protecting her?
something. Because it has already been shown that some of his humanity from the kid that he was born from was popping out. He was like crying out for his sister. I will always protect her.
Oh, yeah. He's like, I need to protect Reina. And the dude's like, Reina? Who's that?
I didn't
He's
say
like,
that.
Reina.
I didn't say that. The pig was just sitting there, just like.
Am I a joke to you?
I feel like that also
Am I a
shows
joke
you.
to you?
That also shows you why they're all kind of so different. They're not just like soldiers in line. They all have personalities because
Because the humans.
yeah,
Mhm.
basically.
Yeah, and also like how they said it seems like the ones born from more nefarious humans have a lot more negative energy. Like, it's like enhanced. It's like those negative traits are even further up.
The same scene that they talk about Nen when they start introducing the idea of rare humans and like how they're surrounded by their life energy. They start to talk about how it's like they start to talk about how I forget.
Forget what you're gonna say
Okay.
completely.
Yeah, I forget what I was gonna say.
What?
I was getting kind of built up on
Yeah, I
that.
know. I was buying it.
I forgot
bro.
what point I had, so I was like, I'm just gonna end this now
before I get too deep.
before I get too deep.
Before I really start talking.
Oh yeah, the same scene when they were talking about the rare humans, and how when you eat them, you can possibly get the ability. That's how they got the personalities, because he said, and it was very specific wording, anything that a human can do, we can do also, and that includes their tendency to, want to be the authoritative figure themselves.
Bro, I just realized something, but it's like ahead, so I can't really say it. But I just realized something about one of the characters and like what happened basically. So like I know what character he used to be. That makes sense.
I kind of
What character who used to be?
I'm not saying it right now. I'll say it next episode
Okay.
because like his.
We'll timestamp that. We'll
Yeah,
come back
yeah,
to that
yeah.
next episode.
If I explain why, it's also like it'll spoil it if I explain why.
Mm.
But I just got this crazy thing in my head. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, if you spoil it now, we're about to turn both these cams and scrap on stream.
Anyone else feel
Content.
like Colt is like Shikamaru?
He's
I
got
feel
the
like-
hair. He's
yeah,
got the hair.
his
Oh.
hair makes me feel like he's a mix between a bug Shikamaru and a bug Vegeta.
I see the Vegeta a lot. I definitely see the Vegeta. I don't know about Shikamaru though, but I think it's because I associate Shikamaru so heavily with just the lazy, and Colt's not lazy.
Colt literally says, "What a drag," doesn't he?
I think he goes good grip. I think he goes yeah.
He does say good grief.
Thanks, Jojo.
JoJo's changed one term.
Forever has. Same with Zawel though. I think I was watching another. Oh, in Dot Hack actually, they call the game The World.
So they're saying summer.
Yeah, they're like it's Zawel though. I'm like, oh no.
Like no other series can say that.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
it just once you hear that, it just triggers
Yep.
instantly.
the truth. Dio. Eh. Yotaro. Oh. So on the other side, they got their ass beat. Well, after Kite sacrificed his arm to get like save Gon and Killua because because of Pito did it. When Pito came and just absolutely wrecked shit. And yeah, it was one of you guys, I think, or whatnot. That she made that in a single leap or whatever.
Yep, one jump.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts. I didn't think about that until after you told me that. Yeah, that's
Her
fucking-
legs were like
Yeah.
be on leg day. Ah.
But after they got knocked out of now I forgot the name of the land.
NGL.
The NGL, when they were like training in like the next country over. Bro, Knuckle cracks me the. Also, his ability's broken as hell. I think his ability's busted.
Explain how it works.
How it works is
Where were you going?
Yeah, so it determines like your like set maximum amount of like Nen power you have, and every time you use Nen power, it is also borrowing power from Knuckle when you get hit, or if you're trying to do a heavier attack. And the farther in debt you get, I think it's like every 10 seconds. Once you bust, you just get hunted down for the rest of your eternity, essentially, until you I don't know if you die, but you definitely get bust. Probably you die. If I take a guess, you probably die.
Are you explaining Knuckles' ability or Jing's existence? He busts and then he gets hunted down for the rest of his life
Oh my god.
until he dies.
Oh my.
Oh, it's too far, bro.
Yeah, I love Knuckle. Knuckle reminds me of Leorio a lot.
Yeah.
They're cut from the same cloth.
Because they're hot-headed.
Yeah, I love how when they have to go fight him, he's just walking around the streets like, I don't have time for these games. Come fight me now, cowards.
Chris knows exactly. Even at the same fit, dude.
Oh, Josuke?
If he just turned his outfit purple or like black and purple, it's Josuke.
Is he like Josuke?
No.
When we talk bad about his hair, he's like Josuke.
Yeah. Josuke's like main shtick was, oh, what you say about my hair? All right, I'm gonna whoop your ass now.
Yeah, if you talk shit about the pompadour, you're about to get your ass beat.
But Kuwabara did it the best. So respect to the OGs.
Yeah. I did like the parallels that those two had with Knuckle, and I can't remember the other guy's name.
Shoot.
Yeah. Killua never fought. He didn't fight in a single time except for the last one, and neither did Dude or whatever. And Knuckle and Gon were just scrapping for the entire like 2-3 weeks or whatever they were there every single night.
I also like how Moro's like, these are my students, and he knows like their personalities, I guess.
Yeah.
So like Knuckles a pretty passionate dude. Like
Yeah.
he's kind of overly passionate.
Super
And
like,
Shoot is like a shy dude. He's like kind of low key.
low key kind of a pussy.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say that, but he's got his tropes, you know.
Yeah, he could have ended them easy on the road back, like after like the first night or whatever, but he didn't because he was scared. Imagine if that's just where the adventure ended. He just wasn't scared.
What do you think would have happened if Gon didn't get knocked out when P2 arrived?
Oh, dude, yeah, because he was going like full Super Saiyan. He was like full yellow Nen too. Like he was angry. I don't think he would be able to won, but we definitely would have seen like a limit break type of shit. But I don't think he would have been able to win. I do think that he just would have been in the way of Kite. But we would have seen some shit that we. That's what it seemed like, because that was it. There was no build up or charge. I was like raw emotion. Obviously, he respects Kite hella just for everything that he saw in him, and also being like a student, friend, or close person to his father. Seeing that happen to him right in front of his eyes, it just snapped something and go.
I feel like it's also his only bridge to Jing.
Yeah.
So once that's gone, he was like, oh no. But also he did build that friendship and like bond and stuff. So he was emotionally upset. But I feel like also it's like, how am I gonna find my dad?
I also like how Kai was just straight up with him. He was like, yeah, I'm not gonna teach you anything. All you have need now is battle experience and resolve. There's nothing else I can really. You just need the experience. I'm happy we're at that point now.
Well, he's like, you guys have your power. You know what you want to do. All you gotta do is just refine that. And how do you do that? Experience, training.
Yeah.
All they need it.
I just like that we're at that point now. There's not like, oh, you need to know a new power. No, it's just like refine your shit. Be good now. Get good, kids.
Yeah, that's also kind of like the first time that Gon really like he jumps into all these dangerous situations, like from York New City, Greed Island, even the Hunter exam when he jumped into like the spider den, for example. Like he keeps jumping into all these crazy dangerous situations. Like, oh, you want to come with me to this like hidden land that no one knows about and fight this unknown Chimera ant army? And he's like, yeah, let's do it. I don't care that it's dangerous, because to this point everything always ends up working out for him. And then this is like one of the times where like I don't think he expected that. It just didn't go his way. Normally to just find some like you're not going to be able to get into the Zoldyck mansion, but somehow he found a way. You're not going to be able to pass the Hunter exam, but he found a way. And then like now he meets this like crazy force, and like just from the rip it just cuts his friend's arm off, and that's his first time being like, oh, this isn't what I expected.
Yeah.
Like it's really just like a rude awakening kind of to like the Hunter world. And he really says it too, because he's like when he wakes up he thanks Killua for helping him, but he still believes like, oh, Kite's definitely alive, like even though he just saw him get his arm cut off.
We have to train and so that we can go back and save Kite
in a month. Right. And he's got that like naive side to him, but like that was really the first time that shit hit the fan, and he just kind of like realized, oh, so it's not always gonna work out.
Yeah, Kite kind of foreshadowed it a little bit. He's like having an inner monologue. He's like, this is going like pretty easy. Like we should get to the queen in this amount of time, but why do I just have this bad feeling? Queen's Guard was getting born.
Yeah, he made the error of seeing Chimera ants that he hadn't previously seen, which was like the ones with human faces and that could talk. and he assumed that this is so different. This must be their utmost strongest form. So like we can just go clap these guys and get to the queen, no problem. But they didn't realize that there's a whole nother like level to this, basically.
I also have no idea how long all of it's been going on. Like all
Mhm.
of the breeding, I guess you could say.
Yeah, we don't have like an exact timeline. You know, at least now it's got to be at least like a month and a half probably from like getting there and then near month training they had. So this arc at least has been going on for probably at least 2 months.
I also want to address back to what Tommy was saying. He's how Gon kind of didn't. Gon has had struggles, but it kind of just works out somehow.
Yeah.
But I feel like in the beginning, when they took the hunter exam, and the lady asked them, "Who do you save, your girlfriend or your mom, or something like that?" And he's kind of coming back to those questions in his real life now, and he's like, he wants to save everybody. Gon wants to save
Yeah,
everybody.
you can't decide.
But he can't. Like
Mhm.
realistically, if you're for heroes too, like if superheroes for example, you can't save everybody. It's not
Yeah.
possible.
Possible.
Yeah, that's a good take. I forgot about that. That's really like you do run into those situations when you're a hunter, so you got to be prepared for it.
I like how as further on like the evolution of chimeras, they just look more just turn into humans. Like the Queen's Guard, except for maybe like some like cat ears or something like that, they're just humans. There's even the one like one of like the groupie chimeras that was hanging around with like the lion chimera officer that was gonna like sit there and wait for Kite, Gon, and Killua. They realized how powerful they were. One of his little groupies was just a blonde-haired girl. That's it.
Yeah, she did look just like a girl. What do you think she was mixed with?
I don't know. I have no idea. She had like the cat lips. Had to have been some feline probably.
I don't even remember.
You look kind of like Ponzu.
Yeah, facts. I don't even remember.
Yo, wait. She had the same. She had a
They're like
similar
the hat, yeah.
Yo, wait, hold on. Wait, no, that wouldn't make sense because the queen didn't eat her. That was just some.
Oh,
random
yo,
dude.
you were about to say, yo, can you imagine if that's so much, the hat is so much of her fit that like someone eats her and it's genetically a part of the next one?
That's another question.
That's the character.
Where are these chimeras getting these clothes? Like they live in the nothing
What do you mean?
Amish
Forever
land.
21.
Yeah, bro.
H&M.
They
They got some fresh fits.
They literally steal them off the backs of the people they eat.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like, who is having that in this Amish land? Like the lion guy, like
Yeah, he's like a
literally-
punk rock looking
Yeah,
dude.
no, he literally just walked off the basketball court. He even got the like fucking wrist warmers too. I'm like, where'd you get that?
Yeah. The reason they look like humans though is because they're eating humans.
Yeah,
Like, cause like the lion was actually like a lion.
that was another super cool thing. I think that's really cool that like the animals that they get born from also have the memories of the animals as
Mhm.
well. It's like all
Yeah,
these
the
memories.
instincts, yeah.
But no, he was like straight up just like remembering.
And he acts like a lion. Like that's how he hunted. Even though
Yeah.
he's like busky now, he was still like crouched down, and the girl was like, "This is kind of lame."
Yeah, this is
So
kind
like,
of dumb.
you're still the organism you were previously.
Yeah, I think that's nuts. I think that's really cool.
hmm
Yeah, nah, I can see why this is like your favorite arc. There's a lot of like little.
Oh, this isn't
intricacies
even
to
the
it.
part of it that's my favorite arc. I mean,
don't
it's
even
my
think this
favorite
is
arc, but
halfway
it's so
through it,
long that
bro.
this part isn't even the part that I'm talking about.
Well, I don't even know if we have the episodes figured out of what
Yeah,
where we want to stop because there's so much
there's
good
still
stuff
so
in
much.
here, man.
There's probably like 3 parts of this
if we do it,
if we do it
Yeah.
the way we've been doing it now, and like my favorite part is the 3rd part. So
Well, I'm
just
fine.
stay for the 3rd course.
Yeah, right now we're doing the appetizer. Gonna get to
Mhm.
that main course, then the dessert, the little topping.
Hmm.
the last part is gonna blow the roof off.
Do we
Think
know?
so?
It's
Yeah.
crossing in my head. How much have we seen of Nav?
We seen his power.
Okay,
we
that's
know
what
how
I
we
thought.
know how his
So
power.
you've seen the chairman
Yeah.
practicing?
Didn't you see the chairman in Nove's thing?
Oh yeah, the three mans came out and they had
Yeah.
probably the best
Okay.
tactician strat. What they're doing is exactly what I how. I
The
would
funniest
do
thing
it.
is like they're just feeding He's basically feeding Netero like he's one by one bringing the ants. They're like, you here you
Yeah,
go.
they make
Netero is just the human queen.
Yeah, they make a comment about that too. They're like, should we do you think like you want like some action? Nah, let the old man handle it.
Do you
All right.
do you think Netero is doing the Chimera ants like he was doing Gon and Killua on the ship?
Just having fun.
Yeah, he's
Bro.
just trying to see what they know so far. He's like, do you guys know?
You know what?
this?"
You know what I'd have loved if when the first ants come down, you see Netero just sitting there, and then right next to him is one of them big ass like gym boxes and just filled with balls.
Do you want to play a game?
They should have put Razor in there. Too. Just-
Yo, I would have
Dodgeball?
loved to see that, dude. Razor and Netero like fighting together would be sick.
That'd be the craziest game of dodgeball you'll ever see in your life.
Bro, I can see it right now. Razor conjures his crazy balls, and Netero is definitely strong enough to deflect it.
But you don't
obviously.
even know what Netero's power is.
Yeah, I don't have to know. He's just strong. I just know he's strong. Because I'm just saying, just to deflect the ball, just to move the ball. What I'm saying is, imagine enemy in the center. You got Razor and Netero. And it's just like Pong.
Nah, bro.
They're just
He,
passing it
he
back
has
to
no
each other.
idea.
Nah, bro. Not at all. I can't wait to archive this. This is gonna look good. Like 2 episodes, two podcast
I feel like
episodes
that-
later.
Dustin still doesn't have a firm grasp on the levels of Nen yet, so like your mind's gonna be blown.
I'm just saying, just for combo purpose.
Wombo combo the ball.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying like to use powers. I'm just saying it would be cool to watch.
Wouldn't be able to see it. It'd be so fast. It'd be like in Dragon Ball Z, like I can't keep up.
Yeah, I would want that.
That's what I can't stand about Dragon Ball. They'll just draw like lines of no one being there, and they'll just be like, and people are like, "This fight's crazy." I'm like, bro, it's been like this. It's like, oh no, man, Razor could definitely beat the chairman.
I didn't say that. I didn't say Razor could beat the chairman. I'm saying them fighting together.
I know, bro. Calm down.
Is it a dodgeball game to the death?
To whoever's in the center, yeah.
Oh, they're just gonna put one person in the middle and throw the ball back and forth.
That's what I'm saying.
Jesus.
Not one of them is catching the ball. The very first ball is taking somebody's head off.
You
Yeah,
think,
I
you think
just-
Pito catching a ball?
Huh?
Pito?
Pito is eating the ball.
Oh no, Pizza could beat Razor.
You think? For
Yeah.
sure.
I think it's well, maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, no, because Gone is a match for Razor to at least. Well, no, he had help. I don't know.
Well, I mean, the chairman literally looked at P2 and was like, yep, that thing is stronger than me.
Yeah, but the other guys were also saying that he was just being humble.
That was my favorite part because he was like, man, I wish I was as strong like I was in the old days. And then Nav was like, it's okay, even with the way you are now, you're still as strong as us. And he's like, really? Even though I'm only at 50% of my original power?
Yeah.
He's like humble bragging, and they're just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I like how it cut to like him in like the bottom area or whatever, and he's like, bro, I think I'm starting to get my touch back a little bit.
Yeah, do you think like before he had to fight or something, and that's why he was probably so strong, and like he'd just been chilling ever since? Like there's been no beef.
Yeah, little.
So he's
degradation
gotten
on him.
weaker, basically in a state of peace.
Had no reason to start using. He had no reason to flex. Now he's got a reason to flex.
Maybe we get a deep dive on Netero.
Deep dive on this old. I didn't even check. I wonder if he's still. Is he wear? He's probably still wearing those same sandals, ain't he?
Think so.
to balance it while he's whooping the asses of the freaking chimeras.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
that was
that's-
freaking great.
I think it's like I think it's my favorite part about Netero.
My favorite part about Netero is how he keeps on like being down with endangering these 12-year-old kids.
He doesn't care.
He's just
He
like,
doesn't give a shit.
hey, I know that they're way stronger than you and you just got your ass whooped. Want to come again anyway? It's just, and of course, Gon and Kilo are like, yep. Well, Kilo not so much, but he's kind of like along for the ride. But Gon,
Yo, Dustin, I need your thoughts on Palm. Yeah.
the girl with the black hair that Gon took on a date.
Remember when Nove's girlfriend? That doesn't ring a bell at all.
No, what the hell? Why am I
The
completely
girl with
forgetting
like the
this?
crazy hair. She has like the curls and she has black hair. She looks crazy.
She calls Bisky.
Oh.
Out of all the stuff,
Oh.
that's what makes him remember her.
Oh yeah. You know why? Because she looks like one of my exes. She reminds me a lot of one of my exes. Anyways, She's
She's a cartoon, bro. Your ex is a cartoon.
It's crazy as a cartoon, yeah. But I don't. So what's her power? What is her power? Like they described it a little bit, but I couldn't really understand what her power is.
Isn't it if she touches someone or someone she's in close contact with, she can see where they are? Something like that, right? She knows, like, she can pinpoint their location. Someone she's in close contact with.
Wait.
I'm pretty sure that was it.
So wait, when she's in close contact with someone, she'll know
Like-
where she is.
Like, for
where they
example,
are.
her and Nove are, like, close. Like, they are like a thing or something.
Like a
So
friendship.
she always knows where Nove is somehow.
Oh.
If she has a personal relationship with somebody, she can track them with her little thingy.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're
That'd be terrifying. Imagine having an ex like that.
saying. I mean, apparently you do. You want
know.
to dedicate some time to this?
I do not want to dedicate some time to this, actually.
This is why he forgot about Palm. He was like, she looks like my ex.
He
Blocked her
blocked
from
it
his.
out mentally.
Yeah,
Bro
it's
went straight to the back.
Man, I love when Bisky came out of nowhere and started trading, going and killing him. That was great.
I wonder who called her.
Just the three of them. I like how she's like an amazing cook too. Yeah. So she gonna like fall for Gone as well or something like that.
I mean, she's already on some weird shit.
Yeah.
We're just gonna see. We'll find out.
Dude, I thought that was hilarious. Like, whoa, they were having like dinner or whatever. It was like 2 or 3 days or like the day before like the deadline of like them having to like whoop Knuckle and shoot. And she was getting in her typical like, it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna kill you all. Everyone's gonna die. And Gone just did Gone things like, shut up.
Baby, listen.
Yeah, exactly. Like, baby, listen. And then Killua like whispers over to Biscuit. One's getting really good at calming her down.
Yeah. Freaking
Never heard a more relatable thing in my life.
Hisoka be catching mad flack for being a weirdo, but ain't nobody ever talk about Palm.
Dude,
She's weird. She's just as weird.
her hair creeps me out.
Palm just want attention. Everybody's like, you're crazy.
Someone needs to show this girl like some fucking like shampoo and conditioner, a brush.
Bro,
Somebody,
say this next time on the podcast when you
somebody
see
gonna
her
show her
again.
something.
Say this next time when you see her again. This is just your first impression.
You know
You
she
don't even know
remind-
her.
You know what she reminds me of? She reminds me of like the chick from part 4 of JoJo. They control her hair.
Koichi's girlfriend or whatever.
Koichi's girlfriend. Yeah, no, they're actually dating now. Yeah, actually. Yo, that man, Koichi literally came back. He's like, yeah, I think I love her. What?
Tried to murder you, bro.
Yeah, several times.
Koichi.
I think they're pretty cool. I also like how Killua got to see Biscuit's form for the first time, her real self.
How do you feel about what Biscuit said to Killua though?
About how he always fights to escape? I think it's spot on. I think it's absolutely.
But do you think
spot
he's
on.
gonna do what she said he was gonna do? Leave him behind?
I feel like when Killua is made aware of these things, I think he actively fights against it because he's kind of like a rebel with his like how he was brought up. Because like almost like every single time like someone has told him, "Oh, you're gonna do this to Gon, or you're gonna do that, you're gonna leave this person behind." It
So
becomes active in his mind. But I feel like if someone doesn't tell him, he's gonna instinctively do what.
So basically, if you want to control Killua, just reverse psychology. Like, hey,
Yes,
hey,
yeah.
don't go do that. It's
Well, you
like,
gotta
I'll do
remember-
it right now.
Exactly. You gotta remember, he's still like a 12-year-old
Yeah,
kid.
I was
So
I was just gonna say any 12-year-old kid ever.
yeah, you just gotta reverse psychology.
You don't want to come with me to NGL. It's super dangerous. What do you mean I don't?
Yeah. Okay. I suddenly want to go now. Whatever.
X.
kid.
Bisky last arc. I have the money. Oh, we don't need your money, okay?
I think this is pretty. The Chimeras
How do you feel about Shoot's ability?
shoots ability. Yeah, that part, like I was like, since I binged it all, I think I'm gonna stop like binging the.
He had the 3 hands. Yeah.
Oh yes, dude, that was really cool. I like that a lot. It reminded me a lot of Zipper Man, actually.
And he could trap your body parts in the birdcage thing. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. He's got a pretty cool ability. I don't know like how that relates to his personality though. Like I've been trying to figure out like Knuckle, I can kind of get where he gets his ability from because he looks like kind of like a Yakuza member a little bit.
Yeah,
but-
somebody who goes door to door collecting. Like,
Yeah, so I
you
can
owe us.
exactly. So I can see that with Knuckle, but I can't really see like where the personality bit comes from with I don't know where the cage. Something. It must have been like with most.
He lives his
protagonists,
entire life in a cage because he's scared of everything.
cage of his mind. Yeah, that actually would probably make sense. What you. He is a coward after all.
Not the hands though.
Now the hand. Now the hands. The invisible hand. This hand is the only thing that gave me beaten as a.
Is that really his backstory?
You
I
gotta
was
say,
about to say that sounds
you
like
gotta say pause after that, bro.
Yo, speaking
My
of
mother's hand, the
speaking of
hand I
that-
use after I get beat. What?
You need to stop. What's wrong with you? That's only okay with me if it's Gone's mom.
Moving on.
Moving on. What was the Gyro? Gyro, right? That was the underworld boss guy.
Yeah, the leader
Dude,
of the NGO.
They spent like half an episode giving this whole backstory. This guy's like, oh shit, is this guy like a secret Nen user? He's about to like whoop some ass right now, and then just smash cuts to just slash and blood on his chair. I'm like,
Oh,
yeah, I thought I was gonna be annoyed with that, but like the more I thought about it, I'm like, oh, this is like he kind of got used as like a martyr. That
how did you feel
doesn't
about that?
matter.
What was the spider guy's name? Do you guys remember the spider guy?
Nah, but
The
he's
The weirdo.
hilarious.
I don't know.
Oh, I caught
Oh,
him.
I took a bite by accident.
I took a bite of the rare human. You didn't bite the
I
rare
hate
human,
the
stupid.
animation of his little freaking like butthole when he like shoots his web. Like they had way too much fun animating that. I don't like it at all.
Did you notice it had little hairs on it too?
No, I didn't. But thanks.
I knew
Dustin.
Dustin was gonna say something. Booty Master Dustin.
Booty master. Yeah. His like his officer, the succubus chick, is 100% just like
Yes, 100%.
100%.
He's like looks like part demon, part scorpion.
She's a succubus. She's like 100% a succubus. Put wings on that bitch. She's a succubus.
You mean to tell me that scorpions in the wild don't have big ass titties?
You know? I don't live in the desert.
So, don't-
I'm fucking moving.
Like to be honest with you, bro, I've never seen a scorpion in person, so they could.
Yeah, can you
you
imagine?
never know.
Can you imagine a scorpion?
What are
just
they
going across
hiding
the
from us in
desert or
Egypt?
something? They got
What's in
big
these
ass-
deserts?
What's in these deserts?
They're hiding the good shit in the desert.
the tig old bitty scorpions.
I've run out of water and start hallucinating some shit like that real fast.
Yeah, facts.
I didn't even know.
Oh no, it's the dreaded titty scorpion.
That scorpion's looking extra curvy today.
Oh, the edits.
And I think it's funny that like in like 2 or 3 episodes it went from like we have the first officer of the hive, now we have an army. That really shows like the growth of like Chimera.
And it was fast.
It was
They're-
fast, like, cause it was like the next
'Cause
episode
it-
after Cold, it was like, okay, so there was like 5 officers, right? And now there's entire like wings and like divisions and scouts.
And it hasn't even been a month since Kite yet. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It
I
makes
just-
sense.
So do you think like the growth of like these soldiers stop when the queen decided to start birthing the king, like to start feeding the queen? Did she just like stop birthing every other like officer and grunt and whatnot? Because that would make, because she has to like continuously like work on.
Well, she birthed them all one by one, right?
Yeah.
So
So I think but she's like spending a lot of time for like the king. So like, does she have to like continuously like work on the king? So now, pretty much what I'm saying is like, is every like Chimera ant that's killed now that she's working on the queen, just there's no replacement for him anymore? Like that's just it.
I would think so.
are you saying she couldn't birth like a clone?
She couldn't birth
He's
any
sa-
more
he's saying,
soldiers
like,
or officers
yeah.
because she's birthing the king currently. She's like feeding and working. She stopped building the army.
I would imagine just because of how many there are, like,
And she,
I think she could probably maybe give birth to them whenever she wants, and it's just like however much she consumes is like how strong.
yeah. So now she's
would
probably
be.
like saving her energy
Yeah.
for specifically the king.
I would assume that every single organism that has been getting eaten from here on out, every single like bit of nen or like small characteristic that organism has is going to be transferred to the king.
And so I wonder if this is gonna like cancel stuff out. I wonder if the king's gonna have like a multi-personality
He's
disorder.
gonna be like a super chimera.
Yeah, I
Like he's
wonder-
gonna have one of every animal limb.
Dude.
Yeah.
Kill
I'm a
me.
cheat
He's gonna be on the ground. Kill me.
That reminds me of like South Park
Yeah.
with the band, the baby duck or whatever. Kill me. But I wonder if the king's gonna have like a multi-personality disorder, or he's just gonna be completely just no emotion, no nothing.
We're not gonna know. It's gonna be like Man Bear Pig. It's gonna be ripping people apart. We're gonna be like, no, it's actually kind of like a boar slash man slash. Just getting ripped apart. Like,
No,
one's
it's
ever gonna
actually
know.
man slash pig slash. No, it's bear slash man.
Yo, I never noticed his part really because he has like one scene as far as I know. But like I love just how the chef that makes the human meatballs is a pig. I just thought that was great.
Yeah,
They
he's
should've
like,
made
And he
bacon.
doesn't give a shit about anything but his meatballs. He's like, special human, how should I know? He's making the queen's food. Just a humble existence.
he's also like literally like just a pig.
Right. It's like, what's up with this live human hiding under all of your bones? Oh shit, when did that get there? Oh well, back to my meatballs.
Oh my gosh, dude. That next scene where they were fucking around in his brain with the little. I also like how the things that she was using to fuck around his brain was like just.
Yeah,
just
the dude's
antennas off a
antennas.
grunt.
I guess probably like, well, fuck me, I guess.
Yeah. I guess he just will never be able to sense anything again. He's just gonna be the blind ant running around.
It's like how he talks to people. Like, here you go, you can have this back. What, you don't want it? I can't tell you. Like, did he get his antennas back? Or you think she was just like, nah.
Fuck no, she doesn't care. Hell no, she doesn't give a shit.
They're mine now.
I felt
Yeah.
so bad for him though. Like he was being forced to give away everything, but not even like torture either. Like, it was just literally compulsive. He couldn't do anything. Right? I don't think that's how the brain works, but it was still cool to.
Probably not with memories, but if you poke like a certain spot, you can make an arm move.
Yeah, you can make like arms move.
We don't know enough about memories though.
Memories are. A brain is weird. That's why it's such a good piece for. Chimera ants have brains.
Probably.
I'm gonna say yes.
Think so?
Yeah.
I mean, they had hearts like human hearts, probably, because Killua did the thing to the guy that he wanted someone 10 times stronger than.
I mean, animals would have hearts.
Well, animals would have brains.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if
Insects.
it's like specifically like a human brain versus like a culmination of some crap or something.
Well, probably because they can talk. It depends on what generation soldier you are, I guess. Because like, there's some
Yeah,
soldiers that
true.
don't have human thoughts because they weren't eating humans yet.
And also the first one's like the queen, she can't talk.
Yeah,
She can only
it's all,
speak
like,
telepathically.
telepathically. I like how she was surprised. She's like, "And speak?
Mhm.
What?" So she must have been like a queen from a different colony whatever, that's never eaten humans before.
Yeah, and
I
then
don't
she
know how the queen came about, like how she got that big. I guess just hundreds
She
and
was
hundreds
eating
of
the
years.
fish.
Huh?
She was eating the fish.
Yeah. It's just evolution, man. I mean, they had the arm from I guess some other queen from some other time.
No,
right?
it was
That
her.
was hers.
Oh, that was
It was
her
her.
Yeah,
arm?
that's why I'm wondering where like she came from. How
Oh.
did she lose
Who
that
chopped her
arm?
arm off? No, we never know. No plot holes in Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, I want to know like where they came from. Talking about like this was where the queen landed. I'm like, did this? I also do like before they started eating humans when the mafia guys, the underground guys were coming out. They literally just ran out the house with the AKs and started blasting some bugs like Earth Defense Force or something. They're like, just
But like
whipped
you're
out
supposed
the
to preserve nature. It's like fuck nature, dog.
Hey, work.
They just walked around with the AKs. That
Can
shit
you
was so funny to
imagine,
me.
like, if you're just a citizen who has to live there, like, you're like, I love animals, I love nature, and then, like, a giant bug creature comes and tries to fucking eat you, and it's
Ram-
like, I hate technology, and one of your homies comes out with a gun and
I'd be like,
saves you
"Yeah."
from the nature with the gun, and you're just like, what the hell is actually going on here?
The entire
Nah.
world is
Nah,
fractured. And
How it would really go is he would save you and you'd be like, execute that man. He's got technology.
kills the bug with a gun, shoots himself in the head afterwards.
Yeah. And then the freaking bugs get the guns, and it's like, we fucked up somewhere. Like, this wasn't supposed to happen.
Yo, rip the mom, dude. She's still alive, isn't she? I'm pretty sure she's still
Yeah, she's alive.
Dude, I felt bad for her. Also, her whole village is kind of fucked up. Like, I get, like, let nature run its course and whatnot, but they were just gonna let her just walk through the forest looking for her kids.
Why
Then
not?
she was like, I don't know. Like, they should have done more to
Her child was dead.
Bro,
both of them.
There's literally human-sized bugs walking around trying to eat people. I don't care, bro. Like,
I ain't going
you
out
got
there.
shit to worry
I
about.
ain't going out
If she
there.
wants to look for her kids, screw it.
Yeah, terrifying. I did like how the village people, they made a completely baseless assumption. They're like, it must have been those insects that killed your kids. They had no reason to believe it. Those kids literally could have died in some other way. It could have been completely coincidental.
It could have been like,
Well, if your kid disappeared and then like if you live in the middle of nowhere and your kid disappears and then the next day you see aliens in the sky,
They were gone for a minute.
would you consider the aliens maybe took them?
Possibly.
depends
Like-
how optimistic you are.
Yeah, like I think
I don't know. If I
would-
was a mother, I would really hope like, man,
yeah.
insects. I was surprised like that she didn't like. Well, I guess he doesn't really look anything like the kid, other than the hair color, the eyes, and everything else is completely different. I was wondering why the mother didn't like maybe recognize the face. How could you recognize?
Right. I would be glad to know that if I was a hunter, I would be sitting this mission out. As soon as like it would come across my desk and I would read giant bugs, I'd be like, nah, let's let the boys at the Hunter Association handle this one. I'm out. Like I
Almost
actually
above
kind of
my pay
respect
grade.
I respect Pockle and the one chick that
Ponzu?
doesn't even have a light hunter license for actually attempting to go in there.
Yeah, so I guess she just never attempted it.
I
No,
think
she did. Kilua fucked her up. Remember? She was there.
You freaking kill everyone.
Yeah.
that's like the perfect place for the ants, though, because it's like a protected place.
Where it literally is let nature run its course. I bet you the queen had no idea about that. She just got really
That's what I'm
lucky.
saying, yeah.
She got hella lucky. Imagine if she landed in like York, New City.
It-
Yeah, she did.
Like Crowell will probably steal her and be like, "What could I do with this?"
Sell it.
Bro, the queen becomes the next Phantom. Remember?
I guarantee you, what was the girl's name that tells fortunes?
Mayon,
I
Eon.
feel like
Eon,
I feel
yeah.
like she would want to collect like she would buy that Chimera ant arm.
Sure. For sure. She collects body parts. Yeah.
Price for everything. Actually, it doesn't matter because her poppy is probably broke now because he doesn't have her power, so he ain't buying nothing.
You just tell Kurapika, get it for the blood price.
Yeah, I'm waiting for when this arc gets done and we get to see like Kurapika's doing. I'm just waiting for like, yeah, I don't have a job anymore. The boss killed himself.
It's been a rough 3 months.
Yeah, because last time we saw him, he was like in complete shambles. He had no idea what to do. He obviously didn't give a shit about his daughter at all. Like actually, like give a shit about his daughter. Because yeah, he only cared about the power. He was like a broken man, just like going crazy in his room. I'm not that disappointed that I haven't seen even like the tiniest bit about the extra thing going out to with the Phantom Troop. But I assuming that's like for another time.
I'm gonna spoil it right now for you. You don't see him again.
It ain't happening, Chief.
It ain't happening.
Never happened. Phantom Troop's done.
What happens? You know,
Unless you read the manga.
yeah. So you don't even probably know this yet, but Hunter x Hunter is notorious because you know how like Game of Thrones books never come out because like George R. R. Martin gets like sick. It's like the same thing with the guy that makes Hunter x Hunter. He has like health issues and he's like super old, so he takes like random hiatuses and they last like years. Yeah, so it's not.
So does the current running of Hunter x Hunter?
The
end
current
with, like,
running has a satisfactory ending, but it's not like everything is solved. And then like it continues in the manga, but they haven't animated the next part
It's
yet
like-
because it's not done.
It's like at the end of every Dragon Ball arc, like until next adventure.
Yeah,
You know.
you know how like
That's how it kind of ends,
Yeah.
and then but it's like you can tell it's not finished, but like you're like you're satisfied.
I want to see more.
Well, yeah, like like for example, when Dragon Ball Z first came out, and
I get to see Hisoka again, right?
and listen, just let me talk. And like you see them defeat Kid Buu, and you're like, well, what's next? Like you want to see, but
Yeah.
they're like, nah, it's over. We'll see you guys next time.
Okay.
Sort of like that, sort of.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be dead honest with you, Chief, because I don't want you to have your hopes up. Krupka, would you say Krupka's story is like done now for the anime?
You don't see him again.
the part that like Kurapka's next like part starts where like the manga is.
Oh my.
Yeah. But like Kurapka's next part is so much cooler. Like, but I can't even begin to tell you because you wouldn't even know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
So,
it would make no sense to me.
but
Damn, that kind of sucks.
it does suck. I'm not gonna keep you on like on edge about it, like being excited because we know that it doesn't happen.
What about Leorio? Is he done too?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
you
episode?
see more Leorio.
Xena, I'm gonna assume that's Xena. We're on we just finished episode 90. Me and LA Hat Boy, Chris, we've seen the series, but Dustin, our bromigo on the right of the screen, he hasn't seen any of it
Never watched
until
Hunter
up
x
till
Hunter.
episode 90. So we have like this like little dynamic going on where me and Chris learn a lot because we're rewatching it and are picking up details we haven't seen, and Dustin's
I'm in for
Dustin's
the ride,
Kilua. He's here for the ride, bro.
bro. Yeah. I'm just enjoying myself.
mm-hmm.
Really cool though.
Yeah,
Man, that sucks.
Yeah, are you current on Hunter x Hunter? I'm guessing you've seen the whole series, but
That sucks about Kurapka. Damn.
yeah.
So what he's trying to say is no spoilers because Dustin is not past episode 90, so do not say anything crazy.
Or at least you guys don't say. I just have to not read.
It's okay. Dustin can't read anyway.
I'm illiterate. What you mean?
I've got dyslexia.
yet I still watch sub. I just like the pretty colors and the
Sub.
fights.
That brings me back because earlier you were like Nephropedo, and you're like, oh, that's right, there is a T in there. It's like you read it. Like it's literally you read it. I thought that was
man.
funny.
Bad.
It really is like that though.
I'm not excited to read the rest of the names of these guard, man. Their names are ridiculous. They got like some like Roman
They give them
Caesar.
nicknames. So it's pretty easy.
It is. It's just so wild about their names. They read out like fucking like Roman emperors or some shit.
Yeah, and they give them like at the end they put like donos because it's like they're like high class, I guess you would say, because you know how in like royal things, especially in anime, they'll be like, oh, something dono, or
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
they
the
give them
honorific.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're honorary.
yeah.
No honoraries here.
I like. There's a scene in what was it? I think it was Tokyo Ghoul, and like the police that are chasing the ghouls, the guy's mad because the woman, his partner that just started working for the branch, doesn't use honorifics, and she breaks it down. It's like, it takes me 0.3 seconds to say an honorific. The average person uses honorifics 42 times a day. If we continually add up the amount of time that I use to honor you, I waste 20 minutes of work a month. And I was just like, yo, I was like, get out of here, get wrecked.
I feel like I have seen that.
Yeah, it was in the first season of Tokyo Ghoul.
I feel like I have seen that.
That shit was fire. I'm not gonna
I haven't
lie.
watched it, Google. I heard it's like really heavy on the fan service.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Might be thinking it. No, I think I'm.
You're definitely thinking of High School DxD.
One.
Yeah. Psycho or not Psycho. Tokyo Ghoul is definitely like dark feel. It's like a seinen. It's definitely like Psychopaths, which we should watch.
Watch Psychopaths.
Watch Psychopaths.
Ultimate Hellsing's. That
What's
one's
that
cool.
about?
Uh,
And womp womp womp. It's like not. What's
I've
it
actually never seen it.
so the main character's name is Alucard.
Alucard. That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Is that like from history somewhere?
Alucard? I don't.
You have to look at the word and then read it backward.
What is it?
Dracula.
Oh, because he kept us all on like.
I was
I
trying to. I was.
I saw Chris,
I was
like-
putting the letters together in my
Yes, I was
head,
waiting-
sounding it out
Chris
like.
is like. I
I was going like.
But it's super,
Yeah.
but it's super cool. It's a pretty cool anime. It's definitely like over the top. I mean, there's Nazi vampires in it too, but it's pretty cool. It's just really dope.
Mhm.
Really cool to watch. There are some like deeper meanings and stuff about it, but it's just in general, it's just really just a lot of like gore and like crazy shit.
Can they see the reflection?
I don't think there's a single mirror.
I just
in
like how I picked a small vampire detail. It's like, do they have this?
I don't give a shit about garlic. I know that.
You know what's wild? Gyro basically just rose to power, like out of nothing.
He's probably a small-time drug dealer at first. Then he escalated to moving guns, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised he's not super sneaky, like, because they were talking about, like, his dad kicks the top of the bunk bed. Like, I don't know why his backstory was so in-depth. Like, that probably
That's what I'm
stuck with me
saying.
the most. Like,
That's what I'm
his
saying.
dad kicks the bunk bed, so he learned how to sleep without moving. I was like, this man could probably conceal his presence amazing. Like, I just
Do you
keep
think
thinking
he was
about
an end
Ned
user?
and every
Well, I mean,
aspect.
you gotta think he was sneaky. He was no one knew who the boss of the underground of the country. Oh, and he must have been in that power for a long time.
Mm.
Enough time for where D2 had a huge reputation.
Mm-hmm.
So, stayed him.
Yeah, from nothing to king, and then food, I guess.
I thought one of the slaves that the I can't name the horse guy. Oh my god.
Yeah, I
what's
don't
his name?
remember his name either.
His name's like Junju or something.
Oh, yeah,
something weird
that's-
like that.
Yeah, I remember. It sounds like
I thought
something
one
like
of the
that.
slaves that he brought out was Gyro, to be honest. I thought maybe they didn't kill
Bro,
him.
the way they had to walk on their knees and elbows. Like, imagine being on all fours, but not with your hands, with your elbows. You're on the ground, like, elbow, knee, elbow. Like, that would hurt so bad.
Messed up.
You're my dog.
You begging like that just makes me want to kill you more.
Please, master.
That was some savage fighting, though. I love that scene so much.
I just love the like, he doesn't know his opponent's strength, but he's like, you guys are gonna be my new dogs.
Yeah. Dude, that's what all these Chimerians do, because none of them know humiliation. They just been wiping floor for the last like month or whatever. So they're
Well-
seeing any human that comes by, because they got that persona where they're like, we're the next evolution. You guys are inferior.
Well, they have like the genes of an apex predator.
Facts.
So like, they're just like, I'm killing anything.
the horse and apex predator.
Well, what was the top of his body?
What was the top of his
It
body?
was like some type of serpent. I'm gonna go Komodo dragon.
He did have like a little
Yeah.
snake tongue, forked tongue.
I think it's like important to say though, because we say they're like they have like supreme confidence, cockiness. Like they don't ever feel like they can lose. But I love the dynamic because humans are the same way. Like
Arrogant.
Moral comes up to him and he's like, the reason that you suck, Killua, is because you saw the Nen ability or the aura of your opponent and decided that you lost immediately. The first thing Nen users always do is you always assume you're always gonna win, and that's important when literally your power comes from basically your mental state and focus.
Yo, they were kind of fucked up. They saw Gon knocked out, Killua just absolutely emotionally devastated, barely got out alive, and the first thing that they do is just keep tearing into him.
Well, I mean, they're just cocky. Everybody in this arc is cocky until they see the fucking enemy they're up against.
Yeah.
Like this ain't no joke. Like
Yeah.
there's some real strong people that are getting clapped by these
Yeah, they
Chimera
called the
ants.
chairman in.
Yeah.
Literally the top hunter. They had to bring him in.
Well, he would say, "Oh, it's been years since I've been the strongest among Nen users." The fucking humble brag.
So strong, so strong.
But
I
like,
mean,
if he thinks he's not the strongest, that means there's somebody stronger than this man out there.
yeah, if it's true, because right now, even his two compadres are like, yeah, he's just bullshit.
But I feel like the whole thing with the show is you can't define how strong someone is, really, because strength appears in different ways. Like, and that's really what he was saying when he's talking about the quality of the aura didn't really matter. Because, like, what if your power is really good against their power? Like, you never know until, like, you really fight.
Yeah, it's a tactician's fight every time.
And I just love how Gon and Killua are the perfect, like, duo for this, because Gon is literally, you'll never know until you try, and Killua is only fight if you can win. So it's
Yeah.
the exact
Yeah,
opposite.
Kilo, don't try unless you know you're gonna win.
Yep.
Going, I'm gonna try even if I lose.
Get my ass
Yeah.
beat.
But Gon just is naive because, like, losing in this sense is literally dying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
there's no.
I
like,
don't fault
heavens
Killua,
arena
like,
or
at
anything.
all for pulling back. Especially since the thing that conflicts about Gon's character so much is he's supposed to be straightforward and honest. And, like, Kite told them, if I get in trouble, you run, and that's an order. Or else you're not allowed to come with me. And, like, I mean, you could tell from the beginning by the way, like, Gon acted when he first got that order, he was not going to follow it. Like, he was going to still try and save him. But that's always kind of, like, at odds with Gon. It's like, I want to listen, but I feel like I can't just leave him.
Yeah.
And, like, since those two, like, I feel like since those two things crossed in his brain, the only thing he could think of when the arm got cut off was, I'm letting everything out. Ah! And he's about to go Super Saiyan.
Yeah. I mean, Gon did thank Killua when he woke up. He did like come to his senses. He's just a super emotional character when it comes to people that he cares about.
Yeah, he came to his senses, but he's still naive though.
Extremely, yeah.
I would say he more so just doesn't think. He's
Yeah.
just like, this just happened. I have to do something.
He's reactionary.
Yeah, he doesn't have like any train of thought. He's just like
Yeah,
instinct almost.
Yeah, Gon is
like,
100% reactionary. He does not think for a second.
Yeah.
That's not his strong suit. Strong suit is being strong and having reactions, having a good moral compass.
Well,
Enhancers be like,
and you watched episode 90, right?
Yeah.
In episode 90, Gon says it sucks, and he's crying. He's like, he was like, why? He's like, it sucks knowing that I'm weak. Like,
I love that scene. That's good.
it's such a deep scene.
It is.
The first time we see like an
And like
to
for
see it.
30 days, he can't use Nen. 30 days.
This is not anything new for him. This man gets grounded from his nen all the time.
But like, no, he like can't. Like, if somebody came for him, he couldn't use Nen if he wanted to.
Yeah, that sucks.
picking up a. He should have brought back one of the main case.
I'm an emitter now.
Emitter of what? Emitter of lead, bitch.
God. So you guys got any wrapping up thoughts and anything you want to say before we head out of here? Any last takes on this first part of the Chimera Anarch? We'll start with Dusty.
I want to see the Queen's Guard fight Netero.
Queen's Guard?
All three of them.
Or at least one of them, or all three of them. Shit, if you're really saying he's Netero strong as he is, then yeah, I want to see all three of them. But I want to at least see Netero fight at least one of them.
What if they could like fuse like on some fusion
Like
hostel?
some Power Ranger
Yeah,
shit.
like Mighty Morphin Chimeras.
Mighty Morphin Chimeras, the MMC. That's what I'm looking for. I don't really care about the other two
So-
fighting. I think they're just kind of like you.
So
Others.
what you're saying is you want to see the
Other two who?
I want to see that. I want to see the Queen's Guard get their ass kicked.
Hold up,
I wanna
the other two who?
that came with Netero.
Nove and Moral?
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, it'd be cool to see them fight too. Just right now, the only power I've seen how they use their powers. I guess theoretically, actually, you probably could just like cut someone in half with Nove's power. I don't know about.
It's not really like a combat ability per se, but imagine the amount of like aura you'd have to literally create your own basic like time space.
A little pocket
Yeah.
dimension, yeah. Absolutely insane.
Crazy. Chris, any closing thoughts?
Not really. Just kind of focus. I'm trying to focus on these next few episodes because I feel like I'm picking up details now that I haven't seen before. So I feel like in this part it's very detailed, and I feel like I'll pick up things I also didn't see before, even more so.
So you're excited you're gonna be looking specifically for things you didn't.
Yeah, I kind of want to see what I missed because I feel like I missed a lot of things along this journey of Hunter x Hunter that we're on.
Yeah, I'm excited to
Facts.
rewatch. Or just seeing how much you guys are picking up on stuff that I missed.
But we're kind of addressing a lot of it too, so you get the best of both worlds right now. Hannah Montana. That's how Miley Cyrus like.
What's your phone number?
Follow us, please. Shout us out, please.
Just one tweet. Just one.
Goodness. Alright. Just like Hunter x Hunter, the creators here like to end things